Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We last left off, we did a few things, and then the game started chugging because of some reasons that I don't really know. Alright, before we start, another heads up from previous time. Like I said in the previous episode, I was having some problems using the Bandicam for recording. I have since found out that it's actually the file format I was using. For a while now I've been using .mp4 to upload my videos, mainly because it was a smaller size than the offered .avi files, that I found anyway. However, recently, I think since a recent update by Nvidia to their software for the graphics cards, has made it so then every time I try to record a video in MP4, it will work the one time, and then when I try to do it again, it won't work. However, I've recently changed some of my settings and I now can record multiple videos all at once, rather than having to start the game up each time I want to do one video. Now I've got it in .avi, and I've also started using an external codec for H.264, which is a video codec free format, which I was using for MP4. For MP4 it was the official one. The one I'm using now is an external codec, which is where you can get free software off the internet. And different video codecs from there. So I started using an external one, and it's the X264, which is basically the same quality as I was getting with the other one. It's just that instead of it being an MP4 format, it's in AVI format. So hopefully, because I've looked around, it's still the same quality. It should still be high quality, but if not, then we're just going to have to go with it until either Bandicam or Nvidia fix the problem. But enough of that, let's just dive in the game. I don't want to waste more of the time than usual, so... Alright, go away, mouse. What did we do last time? We spoke to a few people, we came back, I think it was Thingy said that was talking with the priest woman, and then they were arguing, but then I came along, I was like, you stop that or I'll smack you, and they were like, okay. You know, and now Dorian's my friend. Well, he's my forever friend now, or whatever. Dorian?
Questions.
That's enough.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone.
I can kill who I want. You can't tell me what to do. No creature research items to remove. That's fine. Oops. Hello, Vivienne. Where is your stuff? There it is. Vivienne? Please talk to me.
Do you need something, my dear?
No. Okay. Alissima.
Here is the request Harriet made. Are there any special instructions?
No, I was as stated.
Yes, of course. I'll be quick.
What?
Runner.
You may depart in a moment. Oh, good.
Hello?
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You're a tranquil?
You were made tranquil.
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
You replaced Maeve?
You are taking over the duties of Maeve?
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
I remember who Maeve is.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
She is now a cook.
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate. Based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
I haven't made any improvements.
As you were.
I've kind of just left things as they are. I've changed a few decorations, but that's about it. Anyway. Liliana, anything new?
I'm listening.
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
So far, nothing. And the breach has been quiet for some time. That is something, at least.
Something.
I'll leave you to your work.
Alright. Geronimo. Oh, come on, that didn't hurt. Sure, you dropped like 10 feet or something, but come on. Alright, do we have anyone else we need to talk to? Oh, wrong one. I meant to... This one. Right. Nothing here, that's just for that. Change floor. There we go. No. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. And... Nope. Okay. That's fine. I shall go and get some more quest things for the people to do. Hello, Josephine. Just passing on through. Open sesame. Gentlemen and ladies, let us check how our progress is doing. Inquisitor, we've located the poor mad soul claiming that Corypheus is the true herald of Andraste. She is no Venatori agent, but a woman driven out of her wits by what she witnessed at Haven. Several refugees were with her. All have been brought to Skyhold, where they now see the folly of the Chantry Sisters' claims. They are eager to lend the Inquisition their support. Mother Giselle is grateful that we were able to bring the sister back safely. She remembers the young Chantry sister and describes her as a gifted but fragile. She hopes that with care and patience the woman may return with it to herself. Ambassador Montilier, alright. Where's the other one? We've conducted sweeps of the Storm Coast and determined where the Darkspawn are most concentrated. Our Ferelden-born soldiers are quite eager to see them driven back. Scout Harding. Cool, cool. Nightingale. Cameron is dead, fully armoured, locked in an inner room in his home, a knife in his back. He knew someone was coming for him, ironically. The scene was exactly the same one as the first in Hightown novel. Someone sent a professional after this magistrate. They had to leave a trail. New operation, Hard in Hightown, unsavoury parallels. Interesting. What does it say? A copy of Hard in Hightown sits open on the table. Jevlin was waiting outside the captain's office when Don and Brenner Konovic slunk out, defeated. We're not getting a warrant, are we? Jevlin looked almost relieved. No, Donnan met his partner's eyes. The kid was barely 20 and looked like he'd walked straight to the Kirkwall barracks from somebody's potato farm. Taller and broader than the other guards, Jevlin slouched as if he didn't know how to fit into his own limbs, as if he thought he would be smaller. Hunched over in his brand new too large armour, he looked like a child playing at being a guard. He was too green for a murder investigation. Maybe it's for the best, Jevlin said, and was speaking Donnan's thought out loud. You're on your way out on the guard, and he trailed off, then sighed. Questionable Nova's in the middle of the blah 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 blah. Got glued at city guard, and so are you, recruit. Nobody gets away with murder while we're on duty. Jevlin stood a little straighter. What do we do then? The captain wants proof, and we bring her proof. Liliana has written a note in the margin. The dead magistrate attempt to implicate Varric? Why? And in what? Alright, what we'll do is that we'll send Liliana, because she seems to be the most suited for this kind of thing. If an assassin killed the magistrate, a word to the crows might tell us who it was. They watch rivals carefully.
Inquisitor.
Okay. Next. Acquire the Arcanist. Skyhold has incredible potential for rune crafting and mastercraft smithing. If only we had a gifted mind to gain full benefit. The war with the Venatori have claimed many experts, but we have located an Arcanist with great skill and the reputation for humbling first enchanters in both Andrastrian and Imperial circles. 2 assassination attempts and at least 1 explosion have made landholders reluctant to allow a passage through their territory. It will take significant effort to bring her from Tantervale, but this Arcanist could be valuable to the Inquisition. This will take 0 time, apparently. Let's be a little diplomatic here, hey? Because, I mean, it doesn't really matter who you send. They all got the same time limit, so... Alliance can overwhelm any concern. The owners of where she will travel need only be convinced of the worth of pleasing us. The Arcanist has been secured, despite great cost and the concern of more than a few traditionally minded mages. She awaits a meeting with the Inquisitor in the Undercroft. Interesting. Okay. Anything else? Gain Orzamar's friendship, specializations for the Inquisitor, power for a price. Specializations, let's check that out. I can ensure instruction for the legions who want to join, but we can expect the Inquisition, or the Inquisitor, to remain a leader while training with a subordinate. She is a figure of inspiration and should rightly be one of aspiration. Promoting a specialist from within the ranks seems lacking, but with due respect to our people, the needs of the heralds are so specific, I recommend looking outside for the best combat specialists to be found, regardless of their affiliation. Sir Morris Quartermaster. We can only send Josephine. The circles may have been dispersed, but we still have our contacts. There are powerful mages, not tied to rebellion, who can offer training.
At your service.
The best of the best have been summoned. Training with these specialists will ensure the Inquisitor's abilities remain at their height. Okay. Now this one. Power for a price. A formal document with impeccable filigree. It is time. The Inquisitor commands a small kingdom. It is time to exercise the weight of her influence. There remain uninvolved and uncommitted lords and ladies, bands and arls. Barns. That barn hasn't got an affiliation with us. We must paint it gold. And then it will. Where they could not be engaged with plight or passion, they can be compelled through mercenary means, but there must be a display. Make it known that the Inquisition has weight, and the boons and the dispensations of the powerful will be open to you. Therefore, or thereafter, she need not curry influence. She can simply buy it. The esteemed Faris representative. Okay, for this, we'll get some Cullen action. A grand march. If we are to show the weight, show the legion that you command.
To work?
Sure, sounds like fun. And gain Orzamar's friendship. We received a message from Orzamar. Knowing an ancient Darkspawn threatened status, King Balin officially declared his support for the Inquisition. Cool. And none of these will be sent anyway. I would advise sending a delegation to Orzamar as soon as possible to cement this alliance. Well, seeing as we can only send Josephine, let's send Josephine.
Let us begin.
35 minutes. Okay, I can do that. Okay, I think we're done here. For the moment, anyway. Disperse! Alright, we gotta go meet we got to go meet our Archhornist. Dark Bruce. Oh, hello. You're all mages. How's it going? Okay. Kinda awkward, but okay. Alright. Craft a rune in the Undercroft. Speak to the trainers. Let's go do that first, seeing as I'm outside. No. Inquisitor's Path. Speak to trainers, there we go. What does this say this time? Oh, we've already read that. Alright. Hello? You're here, surrounded by the fire, eh? Vius Anaxus.
Inquisitor, I heard a tapping. My skills are required.
And you are?
Speaker Vius Anaxas. I have come from Navarra as a voice for the dead.
Oh, okay.
Welcome them, and they will serve your cause.
You speak for the dead?
Excuse me? You speak for who?
The dead. Many assume that they have misheard. I am of the Mortalitasi.
Oh.
We tend to those who have passed and revere their lives by honoring them in death. And when the living are threatened, we give the bodies of the dead physical purpose once more. Necromancy, Inquisitor. The dead will serve for you.
Yeah. Necromancy. It's sort of in a similar vein of blood magic in that it's not really a bad thing, it's just spooky. Spooky magic.
You're saying you can bring the dead back to life?
Of course not. The souls of our departed cross the Fade to be with the Maker. The body is left empty.
Then what is it that you do?
In the Grand Necropolis, we would usher in a displaced spirit of the Fade, eliminating imbalance. But this is war. Every battlefield has one thing in abundance: death. I turn the bodies of enemies into weapons against them. We do not manipulate the living. We make use of the dead.
Mortalitasi?
What is a mortalitasi?
We are the caretakers of the grand necropolis of Navarra. For the treasured relative, we usher a spirit of the Fade into the void of their mortal form. It honors them both.
It sounds
But when
really
enemies
weird.
threaten the living, we turn death into a weapon of war, instead of merely the result.
Tell me why this would best suit me.
It is not for everyone, yet we all reach beyond life. You have already killed many out of necessity. To stop at death is wasteful. Death can make allies of enemies.
What?
Death can rend the battlefield. Death can terrify.
People will fear me?
Don't you want to terrify?
Not really.
Fear means there are fewer to fight next time. Fear means lives are saved, if that is your concern.
Is that why you're among dying or injured people? So then you can stop people saving them and make them zombies? Or what?
You're a mage who manipulates life. How is this not blood magic?
Blood magic consumes life. It tears at the living to manipulate and destroy. It is a cancer among our kind. We honor life by venerating the dead. We give their mortal form purpose. In combat, perhaps only for a few moments, but that is still more than they had. More than opposing you normally allows.
Can I not do this? Does not let me get out. I mean, I can leave conversation, but I want to know what happens when I say this.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then your journey begins as others end. The steps are small, but vital. There is instruction and veneration. Then you'll return. We shall see what this life holds for you.
I didn't want to do that, I just wanted to talk. Commander Helene. Hello.
Hold and declare, Inquisitor.
What do you mean?
I ask your intent. I was summoned to oversee training, and I would know my charge. I am your commander in this matter. Commander Helene.
Welcome, Commander.
Thank you for coming, Commander Helene.
Commander will suffice, recruit. I teach the skills of the Knight Enchanter. It is a rank. It is a life. Understanding its hierarchy is the first step.
Interesting.
You already know this. You were not made Inquisitor and then taught to lead. I will teach you how to rise to your place. How to join your warriors, spectral blade in hand.
Cool.
How to command the ranks while standing beside them. Are you ready?
Where have you served?
Who granted your rank? What forces have you served with?
I cannot say.
Then how do I know you're capable?
You know because I have told you. And I will teach you the same authority.
Commander is a title I associate with human forces.
Knight Enchanter has roots in Elven tradition, but it has utility in every tradition.
True.
There are no borders for the mage who wields a spectral blade.
Knight
There is
Enchanters were from
respect,
the first
and
game.
there is fear.
Why is this a good discipline?
Tell me why this would best suit me.
I cannot. Only you know if you are fit to lead with more than maps. Do you have the mettle to raise a blade in grand melee? To have your presence make heroes of your charges? This is a path for leaders. You tell me if you are worthy.
Wow. This sounds really cool. It's a lot more interesting than the one that was about rising dead people. It's like, you are a warrior with magic. Fight! And you have a spectral blade. I was caught on spectral blade. Give me.
I'm ready to learn what you know.
Then we will begin the simple steps, recruit. And we shall see what heights you reach. You have a task, a simple construction. Go, learn, and return. Soon you will lead from the front. Soon you will command.
Damn right I will. Wisp essences and lazurite. Okay. And you're just named your trainer. Hello.
Hello. Yes, hello. I am your trainer.
You actually answered.
Yes?
I am your trainer.
You said that.
Good, because it has been a long journey. The cause is just, and if we don't start soon, you won't have time to learn. I am your trainer.
Are you alright?
You seem a little scattered.
It's nothing. I'm just a little fatigued. It's nothing. Thank you. I was charged with studying the breach and the subsequent rifts to discover how they affected traditional disciplines. I was enthralled. So were the 19 others, I presume. They're dead. They learnt the power, but couldn't wield it.
Okay.
Rift Mage Inquisitor. The forces are incredible. And with training, you will be incredible. I know how not to die, and I can teach it. It's incredible.
What's your name?
You didn't mention your name.
I am your trainer.
That isn't a name.
It is what I am.
What?
I try very hard to remember that much. There is so much else to keep in mind. Understand, Inquisitor, that I have learnt it all very quickly, so you do not have to.
Okay. Why, who told you to study them?
Who charged you with studying magic from the rifts?
The Mages Collective. I did not just say that. Yes, I did say it, and we're proud to help. We are nimble, we could move quickly and commit people to this rift magic. Many people. Their lives made it stable and safe. We're very proud.
The rifts were triggered by the breach. There's already a school of magic?
A school? No. Yes. Sort of. The holes in the veil flooded us with magic, and that can be used. It changed some rules, modified them, enough that the careless inverted themselves, old forces in new forms. Others will try, their results will vary, but you will have the best instruction. Because your trainer has already taken the risk. The price has been paid.
Okay.
Tell me why this would best suit me.
You are the Inquisitor.
And?
You deserve power that casts your enemies aside with the abandon of a creative force, crushes them with your very will. That is the promise. Who better than you? You are the Inquisitor.
Okay, how do I begin?
Very well. Show me how this should go.
It goes places you have been, and some you have not. That is necessary. So the price is not paid twice. Follow the instruction, and you will know the way. You'll understand the power. Then, I'll show you more.
Okay.
After all, I am your trainer.
I heard you the first time. Right, so we got one for doing necromancy, one for using magic blades, and one for using rift magic. Out of the three, necromancy is probably my least favourite. Because, you know, dead people, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a necromancer, it's just weird, playing with dead people. It's also kind of maybe traumatizing when it's like you're raising up your old forces, like you knew someone named Jim, and you make him like a zombie or something, and it's like, hey Jim, he's like, ugh! You know, obviously his friends would be like, oh my god, what have you done? And then obviously his people stop hating me, and then all that kind of stuff. They'll think I'm some sort of evil Inquisitor, so maybe that's not the best option. So that's probably going to be going. That leaves us with the Knight Enchanter and the Rift Mage. Both sound cool. This person's kind of quirky and doesn't actually have a name. This person has a name and is a badass. This person made a better case. This one's a scatterbrain. This one's awesome. This one's more like me. I want a sword. Rift magic. I don't need to make a decision just yet. But for right now, no necromancy, maybe for Knight Inquisitor, Knight Enchanter, and Rift Mage.
The soldiers make me nervous. Sitting around here, tempers get short, and fighting. I saw one soldier reach for his belt like he was going to draw a dagger on the man he was arguing with. I was lucky he'd lost his dagger, or there'd have been more than a bloody nose.
Wow. But yeah, Knight Enchanter, Rift Mage, maybe.
It was an archdemon, they say.
It wasn't. Diseased, maybe.
You didn't see it. It had coloured fire.
My father saw the last archdemon. You don't know anything.
I was saw a archdemon. It didn't look as badass. Black Wall.
I'm here.
That's good. Nothing to say. Bye-bye.
Nothing right now.
I'll be right here if you need me.
That's cool. Right. Brazilian Surefoot. Legion Corsair. How much money do I have? 3,000. Okay, I'm sorry. That's probably annoying people. Alright, What's this?
It wasn't so bad today. The cook was in a jolly mood. She didn't shout at all, even when I dropped the ladle.
What? Why? Why would she shout at you when she dropped the ladle? Anyway, I'm still thinking about if I should go Knight Enchanter or Rift Mage. Rift Mage sounds cool because I get to use Rift Magic, and Solusness is a Rift Mage. So maybe when I get a bit further I can see what he's capable of. Knight Enchanter was in the first game, and in the first game it was pretty cool because you could wield heavy armor and swords and stuff, and that was cool. So... Warrior... It's basically Warrior with magic, or Mage with unusual magic.
Yes?
Never mind.
That's enough.
Maybe... I'm leaning more towards the Knight Enchanter, mainly because it's got swords. Arrgh, swords.
Could be better.
I hope it's not me.
Our heroes strode the winding road, defiant,
Here's what I heard.
uncertain pause for home and
Cole?
cause when
There is no other man. He becomes the other man to do the things he can't.
Odd things.
So, Cole,
Holding daggers.
someone found
They were safer there.
You're stopping fights.
safer than on someone's belt, where they could draw them in the heat of an argument?
They would have been sad later.
Someone do mice.
That was for the cats.
So the cheese lures the mice, and the
Mint makes the cats dance and play.
then the cook laughs at the cats instead of yelling at the scullery maids.
Kitchen fires are hot, like when Haven burned. The old cook lies under rocks. His head is in pieces. She needs to make it all work, so nothing will burn again. But if she laughs, she forgets for a while.
I'll talk to you later.
It's nice of you, Cole. I'm gonna loot this, by the way. Assassin hat. Something crest. Ow. Right. Okay. Let's go do some stuff. Hey, Lizette. I'm gonna see if I can find anything in the gardens, because I remember that I may have put something in the
Find the strangest things, Inquisitor.
Can I plant anything now? Plant new seed? Yes? No? Maybe? Please? No? Why can't I plant anything? It's not fair. Alright, let's go meet our new Arcanist, finally. Even though I said I was going to do that earlier, I completely forgot. Because the cutscene happened and took me away. Look at this little tiny throne. It's so tiny. I thought it'd be bigger than this. It's a little tiny thing. I'm going to be so huge in it. It would be like sitting on a cardboard box, like a little tiny one. Hello. Am I going to walk through this chest?
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived?
You should see for yourself.
Okay. Nice talking to you. What the hell is that? Looks like a giant spike. There's a thing with a head on it for some reason. No idea what that could be used for.
Hello there.
Hi. Hello. You're very small. I am very tall.
Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
Okay.
You're the magical advisor?
Oh, you're her. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. Breach was pretty, too. In a destroy-everything sort of way.
Welcome.
I welcome you to the Inquisition, and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Harrod's devices. The precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking.
Is what now?
No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Almost.
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Garifia say. That's a long chain of who said what. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Carivius made it to open. But it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
Okay.
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar. I had to start at a circle. I had help, though. A Grey Warden, and I am forever grateful.
Peace out, Derek!
With that sanction, I visited a half-dozen circles. The wonders I've seen. And with an objective eye, I can spot where they overlap. That's a surprise for every teacher. It's a grand tradition, and it works so well with new thinking.
You mentioned a Grey Warden who helped you start your studies?
Not any Grey Warden. The Grey Warden. The hero of Ferelden is a hero in Orzammar, too.
Damn
I was
right.
beyond excited to meet another dwarf who had gone to the surface. It's incredible that someone like the hero of Ferelden would stop to help the little people. Literally.
Oh, God.
The Warden affected you in a special way.
Talk to anyone, they'll say the same. It was a dark time. There was one light. He saved us. Saved me.
Your years of study have paid off.
Oh yes, the mages said I brought a valuable perspective. I've even presented my work to the College of Enchanters. I wanted an exchange. The surface could learn about lyrium smithing, and Orzammar would gain knowledge of magic. But now there's no college. And so far as the Shaper is concerned, I'm castless.
Damn it.
So you're getting my best work, Inquisitor. Let's make some great stuff.
You gave up so much. Left your home. Was it really that amazing?
Yes. I left my home and my family, but I just knew I could be more than a smith. I wish my people weren't stuck in the past, and I regret that my father couldn't imagine another life for me. But I don't regret what I did.
Okay.
All right, rein it in. You have work to do.
Right, sorry. I get carried away when I think of it. Ready when you need me.
Cool. Nice to
Ready to answer the great mysteries. It'll be wonderful.
Alright, why did you agree?
You were quick to join the Inquisition. Is there something you want?
How could I waste a chance to get close to you? And Carivius? My goodness. And actual physical rifts in the Vale? Also, dwarves? We don't dream. So, when mages talk about it, I can only, well, dream what it would be like. So there's that, and all the things you'll probably find, and what I'll get to make. The rules are different here. Plus, you're paying me a lot. Like, wow, so much.
Well, apparently we have a lot of money that I don't know about. Where is my share? I have like 3,000 gold. That's not enough. Also, I just remembered that dwarves don't dream. Why
What
is
is
that?
it you do, exactly?
Maybe they're like
I was born to the forge.
WoW
That's literal in
dwarves,
the Smith
which is
cast.
going back
So
years
the
when I
hammer
used to
and
play it.
tong, that's like a heartbeat.
But it's like
But
they're
you've
made
abandoned
from
that
rocks or
already,
something.
and a good one. I'm here because of my passion for magic. Magical study, magical theory, magical enchantment, and through it, the manipulation of masterworks. I studied it all with an objective eye. No secrets, no fears. That lets me apply principles like no other. Maybe one other, but I don't have that wonky of a mind, so I still kind of win.
Okay. You can make masterwork.
You have the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterworks.
There's an art to the forge, as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Harrod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge.
Could be a
Armor
corner.
can do more than protect. A hue can be just a bit brighter. In short, smithing can be more. In short.
What's the story with enchanting?
Lyrium's part. In certain rational patterns, it eats like something alive. That's how I see it. So, a mage can make your weapons do things, but with the right runes, the right rarities, your toys become wonders. It's the one thing mages can't do. Drives them mad. Literally. Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
Okay.
Another time, Dagna.
Of course. Bring me what you want made, and I'll make sure it goes just right.
Okay then, so that will end it here. In the next episode, we shall be probably talking to Dagna a bit more because she's got a few more questions, and then we can start crafting something, and then we'll head out to that new place we unlocked, which I just remembered we unlocked, so we'll go do that. So until then, it's Majorshepard, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.